Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Wednesday, October 18, 2023. Big show today. MLB League Championship Series, college football, NHL soccer, NBA preseason, golf, reality TV, NBA small forward rankings, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start with baseball. We'll go over the game 2 of the NLCS and look ahead to tonight's game 3 of the ALCS. Phillies destroyed the Diamondbacks 10-0, take a 2-0 series lead, getting the win. Aaron Nola, who's 3-0 in the postseason. Merrill Kelly gets dinged with the loss. He wasn't very good. Bottom of the first home run, Trey Turner, 1-0 Phils. Bottom of the third home run, Kyle Schwarber, 2-0 Phils. Bottom of the sixth home run, Kyle Schwarber, 3-0 Phils. So the Phils pretty much broke it open in the sixth. And then 2-run double, JT Realmuto, 5-0. RBI double, Brandon Marsh, 6-0. Bottom of the seventh, RBI double, Alec Bohm drove in 2. RBI single, JT Realmuto, 9-0. And sac fly, Nicholas Castellanos, 10-0. Nola, 6 innings straight, no earned runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Very clean game. Merrill Kelly, 5 2/3, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. And then the bullpen did not do its job with the Diamondbacks. We have one game tonight, 8 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, Astros Rangers, Game 3 from Globe Life Field in Arlington. Monster game, obviously. Max Scherzer's back, and he'll be going up against Christian Javier. Alrighty. Rangers -130, Astros +110, over under 9.5. Overs even money, unders -122. Astros +1.5 is -175 or -178. Rangers -1.5 is +146. This is an interesting one, but I'm gonna go with over Astros runs at even money. I do not think they want to go down 3-0 in the series. I think that Scherzer could be rusty a little in his first start back. So over 4.5 Astros runs at even money. I think Aroldis Chapman nearly almost blew that game the other day. So I like the over. Astro runs at even money. College football. We'll go over the results from yesterday. Look ahead to tonight's 2 games. Liberty over Middle Tennessee, 42-35. Jacksonville State over Western Kentucky, 20-17. And South Alabama destroys Southern Miss, 55-3. We have 2 games tonight, 7 o'clock, CBS Sports Network. You have FIU and Sam Houston. Conference USA. My projections, Florida International by 5.5, total 41 3/10. And Sam Houston's given 5.5. Holy crap. The wrong team is giving 5.5 points. That's a fact. And that is absolutely ridiculous. And the total is 41.5. You guys know where I'm going with this. I'm not laying points with the garbage offense. And Sam Houston, they're 0-6. Why are they giving 5.5 points? That's ridiculous. Give me Florida International plus the points and on the money line too. At plus 180. Holy cow. And then you have New Mexico State UTEP, 9 o'clock ESPN 2. My projections say UTEP by 6, total 48 and 9/20. And it's New Mexico State by 3, total 47.5. I'm going with the dog to win out right here too. I'm taking UTEP plus the points. And the money line at plus 138. I think that UTEP is due to come through. I'm not a big fan of this New Mexico State team as a favorite. So I'm going to take UTEP getting the points and plus 138 to win outright. And I would throw those two in a round robin with the Astros and maybe some soccer. And hockey, too, obviously. All right, now I'll move on to hockey. We'll go over the results from yesterday, and we will look ahead to the two games tonight. Flyers over to Canucks 2-0. Wild over to Canadiens 5-2. Sabres over to Lightning 3-2 in overtime on a game winner by Dylan Cousins. A much-needed win for the Sabres. Islanders over to Coyotes 1-0. Oilers over the Predators 6-1. Kings over the Jets 5-1. Avs over the Kraken 4-1. Golden Knights over the Stars 3-2 in a shootout. Hurricanes over the Sharks 6-3. Only two games tonight. 7 o'clock, you have the Capitals against the Senators. I assume Ottawa's favored here, but I could be wrong. And they are minus 170. Wow, they're bigger favorites than I thought. Caps plus 140, over under 6.5. Overs minus 112, unders minus 108. Caps plus 1.5 is minus 140. Sens minus 1.5 is plus 140. Tough one. I'm looking at the total. And I'm unsure where to go there. But you know what? I'm going to take the under. I don't think this is a high-scoring game. I think this is 4-2 either way. 7:30 TNT, you have the Penguins at the Red Wings. Kenny Albert, Eddie Olczyk, Brian Boucher. I believe it's Brian Boucher back in TNT with them. That would make sense because he's not on ESPN anymore. I think he switched. Yeah, it is Brian Boucher. So it's like an NBC reunion without Pierre Maguire. Pens minus 126, Red Wings plus 105, over under 6.5, overs minus 118, unders minus 102. Pens minus 1.5 is plus 176, Red Wings plus 1.5 is minus 215. Prove it game for the Red Wings here a little bit. They want this win. I'm going to take the Red Wings as a short home dog at plus 105 to knock off the Penguins. Okay, now move on to soccer. We'll go over the notable results from yesterday, and I believe we have some MLS or USL today. All right, World Cup qualifying CONMEBOL. Venezuela over Chile 3-0. Paraguay over Bolivia 1-0. Ecuador, Colombia 0-0 draw. Uruguay over Brazil 2-0. Neymar gets knocked out, and I lose best bet. Argentina over Peru 2-0. This doesn't resume until November 16th, the FIFA World Cup qualifying CONMEBOL. And then AFC from yesterday for World Cup qualifying. Singapore over Guam 1-0. They advanced 3-1 on aggregate. Afghanistan over Magnolia 1-0. Afghanistan advances 2-0 on aggregate. Pakistan over Cambodia 1-0. Pakistan advances 1-0 on aggregate. Sri Lanka and Yemen 1-1 draw. Yemen wins 4-1 on aggregate. Taipei over Timor-Leste 3-0. Taipei advances 7-0 on aggregate. Myanmar over Macau 5-1 on aggregate, but they draw 0-0 in the game. Bangladesh over Maldives 2-1. Bangladesh advances 3-2 on aggregate. Bhutan over Hong Kong 2-0, but Bhutan advances 4-2 on aggregate. Nepal over Laos 1-0. Nepal advances 2-1 on aggregate. And Indonesia over Brunei 6-0. And Indonesia advances 12-0 on aggregate. And then some more friendly results from yesterday as well. South Korea over Vietnam 6-0. Comoros Islands over Cape Verde 2-1. Tajikistan over Malaysia 2-0. North Macedonia over Armenia 3-1. Angola and Congo DR 0-0 draw. Jordan, Iraq 2-2 draw. Mali over Saudi Arabia 3-1. Zambia over Uganda 3-0. Libya and Niger 1-1 draw. Madagascar over Benin 2-1. Sierra Leone over Somalia 2-0. Albania over Bulgaria 2-0. Bahrain over the Philippines 1-0. Estonia, Thailand 1-1 draw. Sudan over Chad 1-0. Kuwait over Syria 2-1. UAE over Lebanon 2-1. Guinea, Gabon 1-1 draw. Iran over Qatar 4-0. Burkina Faso over Mauritania 2-1. Australia over New Zealand 2-0. France over Scotland 4-1. Ivory Coast, South Africa 1-1 draw. Mexico, Germany 2-2 draw. And U.S. over Ghana 4-0. Guinea-Bissau and Togo canceled. We do have an MLS game tonight, actually, guys. I was wrong. It's just one as we get ready for Decision Day on Saturday. Miami Charlotte, it's a makeup game. Probably from when Miami was in the other tournaments. So Miami's plus 160, Charlotte's plus 140, draw plus 260. Charlotte is out of it. We know who the playoff teams are in the East. I think this is a draw plus 260. Okay, now move on to the NBA preseason. We will go over the results from yesterday. Look ahead to tonight's preseason action. Celtics over the Knicks 123-120. Pelicans over the Magic 104-92. Raptors over the Bulls 106-102. T-Wolves over Rihanna 138-111. Thunder over the Bucks 124-101. And the Clippers over the Nuggets 116-103. All right, 4 games tonight. 7:30 NBA TV, Nets Heat. Heat are giving 2.5 totals to 23.5. I like the under. Wizards Knicks from MSG. Knicks are giving 5.5 totals to 26.5. Oh, that's a hard one. I'm going to go under, too. 8 o'clock, Rockets Spurs. Spurs giving 1.5 total to 21.5. I'll lay the 1.5 with the Spurs. And 10 o'clock tonight on NBA TV, Kings Warriors. Warriors are giving 4.5 totals to 27.5. I'll take Sacramento getting the 4.5 and plus 158 outright. All right, now I'll move on to golf. We have the Zozo tournament this weekend, as it is from Accordia Golf Narashino Country Club in Japan. So this gets underway tonight, so we'll do tee times and a pick. So notable tee time 7:45. Harry Hall, Zach Blair, Callum Tarrant, Dylan Lingmerth, Sodi Kodiara. 7:56. Robbie Shelton, Brandon Wu, Thomas Dietrich, Alex Badley. 8:07. Matt Walsh, Joel Dahm, and Cam Champ. Ashke Bahita, Mackenzie Hughes. 8:18. Colin Morikawa, Adam Schenk, Lucas Hodges, Adam Svensson, Adam Scott, Kyung-Gu Lee. 8:29. Xander Schauffele, Kurt Katayama, Keith Mitchell, Trevor Moore, Nate Lashley, Austin Eckroat. 8:40. Eric Cole, Matt Neesmith, Mark Hubbard, Will Gordon. 8:51. Justin Lauer, my mistake. Aaron Ray, S.H. Kim, CAU, Scott Stevens, Trevor Wurplow. 9:02. Justin Sue, Tyson Alexander, Ben Griffin, Alex Loren. 9:13. Ben Taylor, Hayden Buckley, Nicholas Hojard, B.U. Hostler. 9:24. J.J. Spence, Heath Iglia, Taylor Hoke, Sanjay M., Nate Taylor. 9:35, Nate Hardy, Davis Riley, Cam Davis, Grayson Ego, Victor Norman, Emiliano Grillo. 9:46, Sam Ryder, Ricky Fowler, Dylan Wu, Hideki Matsuyama, Michael Kim, Keegan Bradley. 9:57, Taylor Montgomery, Andrew Novak, Minwoo Lee, Davis Lipsky. So it's a small tournament this year. There's some players that I like in this tournament that I think have a chance. And there's someone that jumped out at me. This individual finished with 12 under last year, tied for 5th. I can't wait to see what his odds are. You knew Xander was going to be the favorite. But I'm not going there. I'm going bold here with this call. He's 20-1, and his name is Sahith Theglia. In terms of how much I am going to lay with this bet, it will be I'm thinking a fifth of a unit. So, yeah. A fifth of a unit on Sahith Theglia at 20-1 to win the 2023 Zozo Championship. Okay, let's do reality TV now. Matt Singer first. Last week's episode was very interesting. The theme was 2000s night. Jewel kicked off the show. She was Queen of Hearts from a couple of seasons ago. Performed her single, Standing Still. First up to the stage was Pickle. Talks about going to the gym, a police car, got in the fights, butted heads with a lot of people. There's a baseball, rekindled some friendships, and he performed Beverly Hills by Weezer. And Lance Bass came out with a clue. There were pickles with wigs and an associates with friends. My guess for Pickle, Jack Black, Nicole, Charlie Sheen, Ken, Sean Penn, Jenny, Joel McHale. Gazelle lost somebody of significance before she got married. There are flowers, a mouse, dog tags, and Gazelle performed Lucky by Britney Spears. Kate Flannery came out with the clue. There's a DVD and then made her film debut in 2000s. I have a guess for this, and this is somebody that was heavily involved in Broadway. She's been in movies. She's a pretty lady. She's petite, if I'm not mistaken. And I've guessed this individual in the past, and that is Kristen Chenoweth. Robin went with Mandy Moore, Nicole went with Hilary Duff, and Jenny went with Ashley Tisdale. S'more went next. There was a cabin, there were sunglasses. He had his kid in 2000, Hairspray, or in the 2000s, I should say. Hairspray, so maybe he was in Hairspray. And this individual performed Hey There, Delilah by Plain White Tees. Lance Bass came back out with the clue. There was a sign, S'more Bros Tour, and he said he traveled the country with his bros. This doesn't necessarily have to be a boy band person. This could be somebody that was in a show or was in a movie. This person has a hint about having kids in the 2000s, so I don't think my guess is correct. Because I thought about Zac Efron, but maybe it's somebody else. Nicole said Jordan Knight and James Marsden. Marsden makes sense. So is Jordan Knight because of New Kids. Ken went with Rob Thomas, which would be a good get for the show. And Jenny said Ashley Parker Angel. Then Cal. Good old Cal. Starting the 2000s, a van. There's a picture in Capitol Record Building. There's a cake, one candle, a judge hammer. And this person performed Justin Timberlake's hit, Cry Me a River. And Kate Flannery came back out with the clue. He hinted about a musical, and he started a musical. My guess is none other than Super Bowl halftime show performer upcoming, Usher. Super Bowl 68, to be exact. Or 58. Super Bowl 58, halftime performer, Usher. Robin said Mario, Neo, and Jason Derulo. Nicole said Tay Diggs. The SmackDown. Pickle against S'more. The song was Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy. Pickle went first, S'more went second, and Pickle goes home. My final guess for Pickle is Jack Black. There's clues that I saw a classroom that made me think of School of Rock. And this is obviously an actor, so I went with Jack Black. Nicole said Charlie Sheen. Ken said Howard Stern. Jenny said Conan O'Brien. Robin said Joel McHale. And who was it? Michael Rappaport. Wow. None of the panel got it correct. Awesome to see Rappaport on the show. And it's a nice get. Good job, Messinger. New group this week. We have Group B, all new characters. Should be a lot of fun. And we'll recap the episode either on tomorrow's show or on next Wednesday's show if we do not have time. All right, Survivor now. Really good episode last week. It kicks off with the Lulu tribe and how Emily noticed that Sabaya didn't vote, leading more distrust between the two players. And then at Balo, Jake had a brief medical episode but felt fine afterward, and then Kendra tried to align with Jake, and at Reba, Austin Drew's search for an idol had Dee concerned. Reward challenge. The tribe members ran ashore and one at a time tossed the ball onto a overheard track. And then they had to move across the ropes to catch the ball before it fell off at the end. Once all accomplished, they tossed the balls to try to land one in a target, dropping 3 hooks that they would toss rings onto. And then the first tribe to land all 3 rings won a large fruit platter and the right to raid one of the other 2 camps, while the second tribe finished won a small fruit platter. Lulu and Reba won the challenge, and then Lulu picked Caleb to go to Reba, where he took some of their fishing gear and obtained some information on Reba's vibe. And then Caleb was to give an advantage to a member of Reba that would restore 1 lost vote. He picked Drew, who gave it to Austin. And disclosed it to Dee and Julie. Meanwhile, back at Lulu, Sabaya tried to talk to Sean and Emily to blindside Caleb due to his social prowess. At Baylow, they saw Kelly and Brando get skeptical of Katura's feud with Bruce. And then back at Reba, Dee and Julie found the idol, which they gave to Austin since he had the note. And then Austin discovered it was only good for one tribal, so he could sacrifice a vote to extend it to individual stage, or sacrifice 2 votes to extend to the final 5. So some pressure on Austin. Immunity challenge, the tribes raced out with the cart, and one member retrieved keys from high up using a pole. Then the keys unlocked a heavy puzzle that went onto the cart, and they disassembled the cart to get the pieces through a barricade that looked like the cart. And then they used the pieces to put together a large cube puzzle with the help of an appointed caller. The first 2 tribes to finish won immunity, and then the losing tribe had to forfeit its flint. Lulu loses again. Then Sabaya came clean to Emily about a lack of a vote, causing Emily to tell Caleb to vote Sabaya to save herself. And then at Tribal, Sabaya burned the wax surrounding her idol in the arena's fire. But when she went up to the voting booth, she discovered that her idol had the same restrictions and powers as Austin's. And she chose to sacrifice the life of the idol to not play it. Backfires, she's out. So goodbye, Sabaya. And now Lulu's down to Emily, Caleb, and Sean. And then this upcoming episode, the tribes get mixed up a little bit. I think 2 new players go to Lulu. All right, so best move of the episode was Julie giving the idol to Austin, I thought, because I think that there's an alternate universe where Julie says, screw it, I'm keeping this for myself. So because of that, that gives her a ally. Worst move, Sabaya not playing the idol, no doubt about it. Best moment, Lulu winning the reward. I really think that Lulu was due to come through, and it was awesome to see them win. My winner pick is still Kendra. I really like her potential. And she's somebody that's kind of been low-key early on. And the next out, just a random pick, but I'm going with D. And I had to make guesses of who goes to Lulu. I saw the intro for next week, but I don't remember who went to Lulu. I'm assuming one from Reba and one from Baylow. From Reba, I'm going to say it's Jay. And then from Baylow, I'm going to say is Kelly. So Kelly and Jay, I think, go to Lulu. Those will be my guesses. And then D goes home. All right, now I'm going to do my NBA small forward rankings. Same rules apply from the point guard, shooting guard rankings. 90 players on the list, top 3 of every team's depth chart. 90, Julian Phillips, Bucks. 89, Jordan Walsh, Celtics. 88, Daquan Jeffries, Knicks. 87, Lester Quinones, Warriors. 86, Jared Rowan, Pistons. 85, Chris Livingston, Bucks. 84, Hunter Tyson, Nuggets. 83, Imani Bates, Cavaliers. 82, Bryce McGowan's, Hornets. 81, Kessler Edwards, Kings. 80, Amir Coffey, Clippers. 79, Julian Champagne, Spurs. 78, Kevin Knox, Trailblazers. 77, Simone Fontenecchio, Jazz. 76, Darius Blasey, Nets. 75, Otto Porter, Raptors. 74, Jordan Nwora, Pacers. 73, Josh Minott, Timberwolves. 72, Jake LaRavia, Grizzlies. 71, Osami Dang, Thunder. 70, Keon Johnson, Spurs. Or Suns, my bad. 69, Marjon Beecham, Bucks. 68, Moses Moody, Warriors. 67, Nikola Jovic, Heat. 66, Dalen Terry, Bulls. 65, Zaire Williams, Grizzlies. 64, Bryce Sensabaugh, Jazz. 63, Chris Murray, Trailblazers. 62, Furkan Korkmaz, 76ers. 61, Najee Marshall, Pelicans. 60, Derrick Jones Jr., Mavericks. 59, Troy Brown, Timberwolves. 58, Aaron Wiggins, Thunder. 57, Daniel House Jr., 76ers. 56, Aaron Nesmith, Pacers. 55, Denny Advija, Warriors, or Wizards. 54, Josh Okogie, Suns. 53, Wesley Matthews, Hawks. 52, Duncan Robinson, Heat. 51, Thad Young, Raptors. 50, Justin Holiday, Nuggets. 49, Matisse Thybulle, Trailblazers. 48, Reggie Bullock, Rockets. 47, Dyson Daniels, Pelicans. 46, Josh Green, Mavericks. 45, Isaac Okoro, Cavaliers. 44, Nasir Little, Suns. 43, Cam Reddish, Lakers. 42, Corey Kispert, Wizards. 41, Jashawn Tate, Rockets. 40, Jett Howard, Magic. 39, Bilal Calabi, Wizards. 38, C.D. Osman, Spurs. 37, Sam Hauser, Celtics. 36, Taurean Prince, Lakers. 35, Lonnie Walker IV, Nets. 34, Joe Ingles, Magic. 33, Joe Harris, Pistons. 32, Tari Eason, Rockets. 31, A.J. Griffin, Hawks. 30, Royce O'Neal, Nets. 29, Herbert Jones, Pelicans. 28, Jaden McDaniels, Timberwolves. 27, Max Strus, Cavaliers. 26, Tim Hardaway Jr., Mavericks. 25, Norman Powell, Clippers. 24, Josh Hart, Knicks. 23, Keegan Murray, Kings. 22, DeAndre Hunter, Hawks. 21, Kelly Oubre, 76ers. 20, Kevin Huerter, Kings. 19, Brandon Miller, Hornets. 18, Benedict Mathurin, Pacers. 17, Jalen Williams, Thunder. 16, Gordon Hayward, Hornets. 15, Keldon Johnson, Spurs. 14, Bojan Bogdanovic, Pistons. 13, Lauri Markkanen, Jazz. 12, R.J. Barrett, Knicks. 11, Franz Wagner, Magic. 10, Michael Porter Jr., Nuggets. 9, OG Anunoby, Raptors. 8, Chris Middleton, Bucks. 7, Desmond Bane, Grizzlies. 6, Andrew Wiggins, Warriors. 5, DeMar DeRozan, Bulls. 4, Kawhi Leonard, Clippers. 3, Jaylen Brown, Celtics. 2, Jimmy Butler, Heat. And number 1, LeBron James, Los Angeles Lakers. Yes, LeBron's number 1 on this list. Kevin Durant's a small forward, so is Giannis. Luka's a shooting guard, so that puts LeBron in that number 1 spot for small forwards. Jimmy Butler has to be in the 2 spot because he carried the Heat to the finals. Jaylen Brown's number 3. I just think Jaylen Brown is awesome. Kawhi Leonard dips to 4 because of his injury past, especially over the last several years. DeRozan at the 5 spot caught me by surprise. I think he's a little overrated as a player. But he really has come into his own in Chicago. Wiggins, he just wasn't healthy last year. Desmond Bane is going to be amazing on Memphis' career as the lead guy for a little bit. Middleton's still a relevant player. Anunoby is on the come. And then Porter, Wagner, and Barrett, all young. Porter's already on the 2nd contract, as is Barrett. Wagner's close to it. And small forward is pretty deep. It goes pretty deep. Okay, now I'll move on to the news and notes for today. So we'll start with football. Jalen Ramsey practicing today as his 21 window to return off IR begins. So that is pretty awesome. Micah Parsons calls out analysts defending San Francisco and Philly. That's just Cowboy player talk. And they always get excuses and we don't kind of deal. Like, I see where Parsons is coming from in a way. NFL rule change approved as in-person head coach interviews involving candidates already on teams delayed until after playoff divisional round. So that is a good rule. Tyree Phillips joining the Giants' active roster from Eagles practice squad. They're just desperate on that offensive line. There was a viral Chargers fan that went around the internet on Monday night, and Pat McAfee had the fan on his show yesterday. Baseball. Dodgers confirmed Dave Roberts will return despite NLDS sweep. That's absolutely ridiculous. Oh my God. I'm shocked he's back. They got swept by the Diamondbacks. Why? Because Julio Urias got in trouble. Dave Roberts can come back? Okay. Win another World Series before I consider you a great manager, okay? I mean, would I rather have him than Aaron Boone? Arguably, yes, because he at least won a title. But then again, the Roberts haters and LA media is going to be like, well, that was a fake title. It's COVID. Guess what? It's still a title. So, there you have it. Dave Roberts back as Dodgers manager. Three candidates reject the Red Sox as executives from the Dodgers, Phillies, and Twins declined to interview for Boston's head of baseball ops job. Yikes. That's not a good look on Boston. Merrill Kelly said he doesn't fear the Philly crowd as he said he doubted the Philly fans would trump the WBC back in Miami. Yikes. That's just karma because you go out and lose 10-0. Dabo Sweeney calls out bandwagon fans as he rips unrealistic expectations for Tigers. That's interesting. It's uncharacteristic from Dabo. Chelsea Gray out for Game 4 of the WNBA Finals, which is tonight. With the foot injury, that's a golden opportunity for the New York Liberty to force a Game 5. The Rockets trade Kevin Porter Jr. to OKC, who will be waived, for Victor Oladipo and Jeremiah Robinson Earl. So OKC, I guess, is trying to save money. And then Houston just wants to get rid of somebody who was a problem on and off, or more off the court than on the court. On the court, it's just they have too many guys. And now they still have too many more guys. And then the Thunder get 2 picks in the trade as they have 15 first-rounders and 22 second-rounders over the next 7 seasons. James Harden only scrimmaged once as he participated in one practice scrimmage over 14 days of training camp. Buddy Hield likely to begin the year at the Pacers. So that's good for Indy as he's unlikely to be traded prior to the start of the season. The Rockets are eyeing Malcolm Brogdon, Alec Burks, and Talen Horton-Tucker as trade guys. And James Harden is increasingly likely to stay in Philadelphia with the Clips unwilling to include Terrence Mann in a trade. Which is crazy. Patrick Kane linked to 3 teams as he is linked to the Sabres, the Red Wings, and the Rangers. I think he goes to Buffalo. It just makes sense. It's a homecoming. The Red Wings can use Patrick Kane too. And if the Rangers get him, he better be better than the guy that he was when he came over in the trade. All right, WNBA Finals. Game 4 tonight. On ESPN tonight. I believe the game's at 8. Yes, 8 o'clock ESPN. Aces Liberty. The Liberty are a 6-point favorite in the game. Or 5.5. Total's 168.5. I like the over. I know no Chelsea Gray's a big deal. But I think that perhaps both teams get into the 70s tonight without Chelsea Gray. And so I'm going to go over 168.5 between the Aces and the Liberty. All right, best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. That's a hard one, too. I am going to go with college football. And I'm going to take Florida International getting 5.5 points against Sam Houston State. I'm going to lay a quarter unit on it. FIU should not be this big of an underdog. If not, they should be favored. So give me Florida International plus the 5.5 against winless Sam Houston State for my best bet of the day. That's it for the show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything and looking ahead to everything tomorrow. Thursday Night Football too, so that should be a ton of fun. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.